Hello everyone, or hello Pisces I should say. Thanks for joining me for the November of 2022 Tarot Scope with Animal Totem. The decks we're going to be using, of course, we're going to use the Chrysalis Tarot deck. That's going to be the main, the first part of the spread. And then we're going to use my Rock and Roll Tarot deck, 3rd edition, the smaller deck. Then we're going to pull a Beast, Mistress, Animal Oracle card for your Animal Totem for the month. And then if you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be some additional cards pulled from the Greer deck, the tin one. And the links to all the decks used in this video you can find in the video description. I want to just talk a little astrology before we dive into the tarot reading, because there's some couple things going on this month. One is definitely going to be affecting you, because what's happening is Jupiter is moving back into Pisces. It's been in Aries for a while, I think maybe since mid-year. So we're going to be going back and finishing up things from the first 6 months of 2022. There's going to be put the finishing touches on it. Now, it's going to affect you quite maybe differently, because when Jupiter is in your sign, there's this attraction. You're a magnetic. You have magnetism. People are attracted to you. Money, situations. You're attracting all kinds of things to you, and people are noticing you. And it's a good time if you're trying to get noticed, or they're talking about persuasion. You can be very persuasive at this time when the Jupiter goes back in there. And it won't be coming around again for another 12 years. So you really want to utilize this energy. Now the other thing is there's going to be a full moon eclipse on the 8th in the sign of Taurus. Now that's compatible with you, no matter if you're sun, rising, or moon here. But if you're rising, it's going to be in your 3rd house. So news. Eclipses change things up. The lunar eclipses change things up more than the solar, I would say. The lunar eclipses are the ones that eclipse things out of your life. So, you know, something could be eclipsed out of your life, but it's always for your highest good. Sometimes it can be disruptive to your life. Could be some news coming, could be something with a sibling, could be something in your neighborhood. But the fact that you're earth and water, because you're water and Taurus is earth, and you make that sextile energy, and that could be, you know, it could be like a gift. Maybe it's something that you've been wanting to get out of your life. You know, it could be something that you just need done with. All right, so this is the reading for, I was going to say Scorpio, but of course it's Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, Pisces Moon, or anybody with prominent Pisces planets in their chart. First we're going to do a Celtic Cross, and again we're using the Chrysalis Tarot, which is a beautiful deck for the main Celtic Cross general reading. So let's get this shuffled. I want to let everybody know too that the 2023 year ahead readings are open, so check that out if you're interested. This is for Pisces Sun, Rising, Moon, or anybody with Pisces energy in the chart. Let's see what we got here. The Hermit is the first one out, the storyteller, crossed by 5 of Stones, which is the 5 of Pentacles, I believe. I need to bring that sheet in here, my cheat sheet. The Companion, who's the King of Spirals. Now, there's no gender in these readings. Spirals are rods, I believe. 6 of Scrolls is the swords. The scrolls are the swords, and I need to write this down. I better go check it and make sure I'm right before I write it down. Yeah, this is the wands or the rods. The spirals are the rods. Stones are the pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. We got 5 of rods up there, 5 of spirals. Justice. You know, something could be coming to an end legally. 10 of Cups or 10 of Mirrors. Nice. The Page of Stones, which would be the Page of Pentacles. And the final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. So that's nice. This card, I want to grab this. This is in your hopes, wishes, and dreams. This always reminds me of the Fool in this deck, although it's the Page of Pentacles, basically. So it has this element of just being free, putting yourself out there. The very first card you've got is the Hermit. So, you know, you may have been in the Hermit. You may have just, like, well, this could be something that you just set down Just set it down because it's not going anywhere with this Five of Stones. We're not making it move. We want to move on. The Six of Scrolls, the Six of Swords, we want to move on. And for a lot of you, this could be some kind of new beginning of money and job. I almost wanted to say that from the chart, but technically the third house is more not money, it's, communication. I almost wanted to say that maybe some kind of financial debt or something is wiped out for you. And with this Justice card being here, there could be something like that. Maybe some kind of legal case. You could get news about that if you're involved with something like this, some kind of a legal case or something along those lines. Through the King of Spirals, who is the King of Rods or Fire. Now we are going to be moving into the sign of fire, into the sign of Sagittarius, and that's going to be happening on the 22nd of the month. So this could be news that's coming, more towards the end of the month. This Page of Stones, this Page of Pentacles with this lunar eclipse, this Taurus, because this is earth energy, this Taurus lunar eclipse, this could be this big news that's coming. Whatever it is, it certainly seems happy, because the Ten of, excuse me, the Ten of Mirrors is like the Ten of Cups. And that's a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of, that's the happiest, most happy you could be. And I like that the final outcome for this portion of the spread is the Wheel of Fortune or Wheel of Life. But they call it the Wheel of Fortune too. Yeah, and I do like that. I've seen flames around it. So I feel like some of you are like burning bridges, like you're burning things. We're done with that. We're moving on to the next phase. And because eclipses are aligned with the nodes, it often does have to do with your fate and your destiny. Excuse me one second. Sorry, I have a little bit of a dry throat this morning. Turned on the furnace again because it's chilly. Chilly, Willie. But anyways, yeah, so these eclipses can do that. They can realign you back to with your fate or your true soul's calling or your nodes. It's a nodal thing. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle up for the next portion. Excuse me, I do have this dry cough. The next portion of this reading is what we're going to do, is find you in the spread. This wanted to come out, so you're going to get some money. But we're going to find you in the spread. Now, you are Earth. That's funny I said you are Earth, because you are not Earth. If I said you were Earth in any other part of the reading, ignore that. But you are water. So we're going to look for the Queen, Knight, King, or Queen of Cups in the spread. We're going to flip cards till we find you. And then we're going to look at where we find you. What's surrounding you. The cards that are surrounding you. So what's coming up for our Pisces friends? For some reason I had it in my head that we were reading for Capricorn. Just for a split second there. I know it's Pisces. But maybe this earth sign energy, that might be Capricorn. Okay, so we got the Death changes. Queen of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Lovers. Here you are, you're showing up right away as the King of Pentacles, which is always nice. I'm going to lay this row out and put another row below you as well. Look at you showing up with the World. Tower and the World. You're not Pentacles. Why do I want to call you the Pentacle people? I feel like there is some earth sign energy that's going to really change your life. Because I keep feeling like that's you, and it's not you. This is like the second or third time I've... King of Spirals twice, Ten of Cups twice. Oh, we're doing it this way. I'm going to zigzag it, I decided. Where are you, Pisces? Where are you, Pisces? I think some earth sign energy is going to, because here you are. Here, your wishes, you're showing up next to the wish card. This for sure is you, okay? I'm going to lay down this next row and see what we get below you. So you look above and below. Well, the good news is that you are, I'm going to zoom in a little and get a little bit closer here because we're really just looking at, here's you, and we're really just going to look at these immediate cards just right around you here. And you have the wish card next to you and you're looking towards the wish card, which that to me, I like that. That's very good news. The word delay is standing out here on this card to me, and it does seem to be a stressful situation. You have this, this is the second time you have the Six of Swords too. That was in the initial spread. So you're done. You are ready to move forward. You're ready to move on. Moving towards the Ace of Swords, some kind of major victory, some kind of big breakthrough. And you remember in the beginning, you were moving towards the Ace of Pentacles, so you're moving from the past into an Ace. May have to do with some money things, but even if it is based in maybe a career or job change, from the looks of this part of the spread, it's looking like there's more involved than just that. That's not all that's involved. It's, you know, maybe maybe that's part of it, or maybe that's what facilitates this greater change, but there's a greater change because you have this Ten of Swords here. So you really have reached the breaking point. I might put that somewhere in your, let me reach the breaking point. Well, I gotta, let me just put that down, reach the breaking point. I think you really have, though. I think you really have reached the breaking point. And it's the universe nudging you. It's the universe pushing you. And with that Jupiter coming back into your sign for just about 6 weeks, not very long at all. It's gonna, I believe it's going in October 29th. And then it's going to go back out mid-December. So, you know, you've got this little window of time where Jupiter's in your sign. So if you are thinking about making a move, you do want to make a move, definitely this is going to be the month to do it with the Jupiter. You will land in a good place. You will be attracted to a good place. This Jupiter always is the great benefactor. You'll be attracted to things that are going to benefit you. Here's this Page of Pentacles again too. Page of Stones, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, and so there's going to be news coming about money. Would not be surprised if it's not right around that lunar eclipse for you guys, because it's in, you know, the third house of news and communication. And it's right here, it's showing right by this moon, which could be the lunar eclipse. A little bit farther away from you, but it grabbed my attention. You know, let that happen, by the way, when you're looking at these cards. Let those words and those colors and stuff grab your attention. That's the way you get a personal message through this thing. I do feel like, even though this is far away, this really grabbed me as well. This Pentacle person, and there's some earth sign energy going on. You know, I kept feeling like Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. So it might be, and that's when, I think right around the time that Jupiter leaves your sign again in December is when we're the solstice, and then we're moving into Capricorn. So that maybe this time span of, you know, like now, while Jupiter's in, till we get into Capricorn, could be a Capricorn person that you're going to be involved with. Over here, it sure looks like we've got this Knight of Swords over here. Some air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Now, we're not having any kind of big things. The new moon will be in Sagittarius this month on the 23rd. Full moon on the 8th in Taurus. And we're going to be in Scorpio and Sagittarius. So we're not having any air sign energy right now. So, air sign person, though, you could, strong possibility of involvement. Air signs being Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. I'm just going to get rid of, I put that cough drop in before when I had my dry throat. It's bothering me now. I'm just getting some weird I'm getting to the weird tasting part of the cough drop. I got to get rid of it. All right, let's do your animal totem. A quick reminder again about the year ahead reading. Really popular reading all the time. People always... The most popular reading. I've been real busy with it, thanks to everybody who's already ordering. If you want to get yours, it'll be available till the end of the year. We could really dive in and see where some of this stuff is going to hit your chart, and the cycles in astrology, and then it's also a tarot reading. So check it out if you're interested. What is the animal totem for Pisces friends for the month of November 2022? The crow, there it is, a raven. But the message is similar. They're the messengers. They talk to you. There's going to be some, the guides are coming through with, for some of you, there could be negotiations, and that's where this justice comes in. You might be negotiating some kind of legal things. But let's read what I wrote originally on the card. Magic, myth, legend, and lore. The raven is calling you to awaken to the mystery and enchantment. It's time to shapeshift your life into what you want it to be. I always put it kind of over here, but I can't help but notice when I set it down over here, we've got the two birds kind of right there by each other, and then these wings and birds too. There's kind of this, so you might be getting actual messages from birds. Like, one of the things with ravens, because that's one of my animal totems, and before GPS, I used to use, I don't know how many times the ravens, if I couldn't find something, the ravens would come along and point me in the right direction. So if you do happen to see, it doesn't have to be a raven necessarily, I don't feel, or a crow, because you have these other birds around here too. But if you see a bird flying in a direction, or maybe it flies right in front of your car or something, I used to call that the birds doing the happy dance when they flap their wings right in front of my window. They're trying to alert me to something, So if those birds are doing that happy dance in front of your window, or they're flying, swoop. I've had that too, where they just swoop right in front of, like, I had hawks do that many times. Like, you're driving and they almost, like, just come right across your windshield. Look in the direction. What are they trying to show you? I mean, if you have time, just even drive and go find. I mean, I would do something like that, They're going down, they turn right, I'd be turning right and following right along with them. But they may just be trying to show you something or get your attention. Or it may even just come at a time where maybe there's something you're on the radio, or a sign you need to see. The signpost up ahead, you've now entered the twilight zone, Pisces. Oh, well, real quick before we go, I am releasing my Christmas song. I'm pretty sure I have a little tweaking to do, and this will be the cover of it. It's coming out early November. It's not out yet as of recording these videos, but it will be out in early November. So this will be out. Check it out. Listen to it if you're interested. It's an old Christmas song that I wrote actually back in the 80s. And I even released another recording of it that I didn't have a lot of control over back in somewhere in the early 2000s. But I changed the key. It's a better key for me because my voice isn't straining. And I've been singing a lot too. I think that's why my throat's a little roached here. But yeah, check it out if you're interested. And one more thing. A lot of you, if you're interested in the rock and roll part of the Rock and Roll Prophetess, meaning me, and this is, I did an interview with my hometown local, Level Up Cleveland, if you can't read it, it's called. And they did an interview with me, and we talk about, the old days and coming up in Cleveland and the music scene, and all, I talk about a lot about my, my past as a rock and roll person, a rock chick, basically. And we talked a lot about my parents' bar too. So if that interests you, check it out. I know people ask me a lot about my whole music side of the thing, and so if you do want to hear it, it's on the interview. So this is your month. This is going to be one of the most powerful months for you too, because a lot of times with that Jupiter, Pisces, it goes back into your sign, and it can really reactivate stuff, and it can really, charge you up. And take advantage of it. If you are trying to do, even if it's not a change, whatever you're trying to do, with Jupiter coming back into your sign, it's going to be a real powerful boost for you, and you're not going to get this energy again for another 12 years. So whatever any way you're trying to move something forward, put yourself out there where you want people to go along with you. You want to, step into the spotlight even. I might put that. That's even better. Step into the spotlight, because that's exactly what Jupiter will do for you. Okay, I'm going to write step into the spotlight, and we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you enjoy my content, please do hit that subscribe button and leave comments. That tells the YouTube algorithm that you enjoy my content, and that lets me know that you enjoy my content and want me to continue doing it. There's going to be 4 additional cards pulled for our Patreon peeps coming up next. If you want to find out about that, the description's in the link below. I have everything listed down there. How to get the readings, if you want the year ahead reading, or the other readings I offer. More, I have art, music, I have a ton of stuff going on as always. You can find it on my website, vickieverlie.com, or in the description. Thanks for tuning in. Have the best month ever, Pisces. We'll see you next time. Bye.